Did you know there are students that cannot properly focus on their education because they are being teased about what they are wearing to school? Of course, if you have parents that have good jobs to provide you with the latest trends, you would prefer to wear regular clothes. Growing up with my parents weren't able to buy me up-to-date clothes or keep my hair done. I had to wear hand-me-downs and clearance clothes to school. Therefore, I was teased and bullied growing up, which made me not even want to go to school. Every day, people were comparing shoes and clothes and talked about the latest Jordans around me, which broke down my self-esteem slowly. I was teased every year until I was 16 years old and got my first job. What do you think I did with my paychecks? Of course, I bought shoes and clothes every single week. I was forced to buy back my self-esteem when it was too late. I have already dropped out of school. I want people to understand why I feel school uniforms are so important in today's society. School uniforms can create a sense of community, prevent bullying over apparel, and they are a lot more cost effective. School uniforms have a positive effect on students by promoting a safe, healthy learning environment. By the end of my speech, you will believe school uniforms are effective for both students and parents. First of all, creating a sense of community in your child's school is important. School uniforms give a sense of school pride and community. Have you ever seen a proud college student wearing those nice shirts with the school logos? How about the parents with the bumper stickers of their child's school? It is a good feeling to know you are a part of a united community, and students should be able to show off their school pride daily. Veterans, police officers, and nurses all have uniforms to represent their jobs as a community professional. According to Listland.com, famous Oxford Brookes University in UK carried out a study in 2007. According to the study, school uniforms is a major contributor in building up the feeling of pride among students in their institutions. This feeling of pride can be harnessed to create a healthy competition amongst students at the same institution and also amongst students from other universities. The students will feel like they're more of a community, and at the same time, it will put an end to the less fortunate students being bullied over apparel. Students come to school to learn in clothes their parents can afford, and they are bullied for not keeping up with trends. This is not right, and we need to take a stand and put an end to this. According to SandusKRegister.com, roughly 160,000 children miss school daily at the fear of an attack of bullying and intimidation by other students. Because everyone will be dressed the same, students will not be bullied because of their clothing. Not every parent can provide their kid with Jordans, MK bags, and Gucci belts. Education should be the main focus in our schools. What if your child couldn't focus on their assignments because they were constantly being teased? You wouldn't like that very much, would you? Be open-minded. In addition to preventing bullying, you're saving money. So is saving money, right? We are always looking for ways to save $1, especially on groceries and clothing. A lot of families complain about school uniforms costing more than regular clothes. According to fashionkids.about.com, buying a few school uniforms instead of new clothes and wardrobe every fall is more economical. School uniforms are designed to stand up every day and be repeated washed, so parents find they can get away with buying fewer sets. Wearing regular clothes, you have to try not to repeat too often to prevent kids from teasing you. You may spend a few extra dollars when you first buy uniforms, but in the end, it's an investment and you're saving your money. Students will still have after school, weekends, and vacations to express themselves and wear what they like. Hopefully now you understand why school uniforms promote a safe, healthy learning environment. School uniforms make life easier for both the student and the parents, so why wouldn't we want that? If you still believe school uniforms should not be worn because they're able to show self-expression, you need to look at the bigger picture. We as adults have a dress code at work. Think about the bullying. Think about preventing students from focusing in schools. And think about the money you are putting out to entertain these trends in the end. This is a picture of students wearing uniforms to school. Well, sorry, this is a picture of students not wearing uniforms. And this is a picture of students wearing uniforms. And they look a lot more professional and like they're a part of a community. Now I will show you a video on why school uniforms are important.
And then everyone find your letter.
Many public school districts are now requiring uniforms to be worn by their students. Sandy Blazer is the principal of an elementary school that has a student uniform policy.
Our school district implemented uniform dress code because we, number one, wanted to look at student achievement, and there was research to support that student achievement improved when students dressed in a uniform manner. That was the biggie. Second was because of the gang influence and poverty, so you wouldn't be able to tell one student from another.
Dr. Sarah Stanley of Education Plus describes yet another reason why more public schools are adopting uniform policies.
There's also a lot of peer pressure to have the expensive clothing, which can cause some real financial hardships for some families. And let's face it, wearing uniforms saves money.
Surprisingly, most parents and students are in favor of wearing uniforms.
The reason we have a dress code is because of most gangs and people were teasing other people for what they wore.
Not everyone approves of students wearing school uniforms. You know, it seems so rigid. But don't be surprised if a policy is not soon proposed in your district, because parents have been incredibly supportive.
The support for student uniforms is much stronger than most of us think. This is Education Plus.